right, Guns Up Gringo has a good question. He said Sam Mateo, he's a Rico Levy teammate at San Mateo College. He came and visited with Rico Levy and a couple other guys, a couple other teammates way back last season. But he committed to Cal, but he is now back on the market, as he said, and he wanted to know if there's a possibility if Tech would go after him. Well, here's the deal with San Mateo. According to the Cal Scout insider, and his name is Ryan Gorsey, and also the Cal SB Nation site, he failed to qualify at Cal. And I have no idea what the particulars are or what the details. That's all I heard. And obviously with Tech, with their low scores, the low APR scores, I'm not sure they're looking to take any chances. And I don't know what it takes, because the JUCO transfers could be complicated. So I don't know what the particulars or the details are. But just off the top of my head, I don't know that Tech would take a chance on a qualifier issue. A guy who would be borderline. He has a second part to the question. Is there any news on preferred walk-ons from the 2014 class? I haven't heard a lot lately, not since the spring, but I have heard a couple of things. Linebacker Grant Booma, who we've kind of talked about on in the threads a little bit here recently. He tweeted out he's ready to get back to work. He came back to Lubbock, like a lot of the guys before most of the kids are back. He's working out. He's bored. He's ready for the season to come on. So I'm expecting a lot out of that guy. And then quarterback Payne Solons, he actually he's from the Waco area, and he helped recruit and hung out with one of his buddies, Khalil Houghton, the guy I've mentioned on the last mailbag, 4-star safety from Waco Midway. He was in town and helped kind of recruit him some, and so he's been around town. I thought that was interesting, having your walk-on quarterbacks help recruit you, but hey, that's awesome. So those are the two notes I have there. We'll have more coming up next month for sure. From Syntax wants to know, he said, basically, this is a tickets question, Joe. He said it appears that all option to buy extra tickets / out-of-town tickets, etc., are based on donor level to the Red Raider Club. Also, he said they're given a priority points every year, but do those count towards anything? And since everything is based on a donor level, and does this question make any sense?
Nothing makes any sense anymore. But that question makes about as much sense as anything else. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. But anyway, it's the whole situation with Red Raider Club is pretty opaque, and it's hard to figure out what's going on. But the thing is, with those priority points, those are tied to donations as well. I mean, it's something like you donate $100, you get 6 points. You donate 50, you get 3 points, that sort of deal. So basically what it all comes down to is the more money you donate, the better your chances of getting a ticket. Okay? But the thing is, you just don't know how much everybody else is donating. So you may give what you think is a big pile of money, but if everybody else is giving even more, then you could still be left out in the cold. So give till it hurts. To me, this is just evidence that Tech is going to have to expand the Jones again before too long.
Yeah, especially like you said with the season tickets being sold out. All right, the Red Raider 07 wants to know what our best guess for the next commit is, and you know what? I would have said Khalil Houghton, like I said from last week, but we actually got some pretty good info from Doug Kimmel, who he is kind of like in the Utah area. 4-star offensive lineman Samisi Ulave. I'm sure I'm just totally destroyed that. You want to give that a shot? Uluave. Anyways, he's a really good player. He's a 4-star guy. He's I think 6'5" in the 315, 320 area. He's one of the top 20 guards in the country. And Doug Kimmel, like I said, he's reporting that basically Braden Fajoko, his commitment and the way he committed, the way he shut down his recruitment, has really kind of sent not shockwaves, but is fueling Tech's prominence in the poly community, which is a very close-knit community, and that Samisi told Doug that he's become very, very interested in Texas Tech. So I think that's somebody to keep an eye on. I mean, when somebody goes from being, man, I like Texas Tech, or whatever, to all of a sudden I'm very, very interested, that means they're on the verge of committing. That's been my experience. So that would be my prediction for the next commitment, which already changed from last week. So, all right.
Ask you again next week.
Yeah, right. Ask again next week. Last question. It's a last meal question, of course, from Rawls Landman. Favorite burger and fries / tater tots, onion rings, or whatever. The burger and fries can be from different places. Joe?
Good. Different places. Burger, I'm going to go with a green chili cheeseburger. I love those things.
You love green chilies. It's like
Yeah, hey, the hotter the better. Bring that stuff on. At a place called Caliente Grill in Ruidoso, where I hope maybe to be next weekend. We'll see. Excellent hamburger. And onion rings from a place called Murray's in Columbia, Missouri. And everything at Murray's sucks, except for the onion rings, which are absolutely killer. So you put those two together, and, man, that's all you need.
You know what, Joe? I wasn't going to say anything, but my wife was we're looking for new places, not any chain place, but Lubbock places, my wife and I, and she came across old review you wrote like 4 years ago. Yeah, the Urban Spoon. Yeah, and it was great. It was your writing. I mean, it was like, your voice and everything. I was like, man, this could be about anything. I could tell it was Joe, and you trashed someplace. I forgot. I'm not going to say what the place was, but you were like, man, it was like you were getting after a bad coaching decision. It was awesome. I was rolling. For me, M&O Burger in Fort Worth. It's a little hole in the wall kind of off. It's really in the Arlington Heights area. Fort Worth folks will know what I'm talking about. But it has a little museum. One of the weird things.
Museum?
No, it's actually on Fort Worth, like the history of Fort Worth. It's really cool. But my favorite burger there is the Blue Cow Burger. It's a blue cheese burger, which I'm not usually all that big on, but it is fantastic. The patties are actually thin, which I usually go for bigger ones, but they give you double patties, and they put some of the blue cheese like in the actual burger, and they load bacon and all kinds of stuff on it. And they give you an option of burger sauce, which I haven't received the full explanation, but from what I've been told is, basically some of the juices they mix with some
steak sauce, maybe?
Yeah, steak sauce or something that they wouldn't tell me. It's a couple of things, and they put it back on there, and it is just delicious. I used to, when I worked at the Fort Worth Star Telegram, we used to sneak out of the office there and go over there when we could, and it was great. So, and that's going to do it for this week. It's another great round of questions. Really appreciate it. Joe, thank you for being here. Until next week.